And we can start with you, Tiffany, because I see your notes.
Okay, I really want to communicate from the very first moment people walk in our door that we value safety for their kids. And so we have all new families that are dropping off their kids fill out a new family information card. And on the back of that card is just some basic information about our ministry. And one of the bullet points is that all of our leaders are background checked and screened and safety trained. So hopefully, when families come in our doors, they know that this is something that's a high priority for us. Uh, Further than that, if a family decides they want to become a member, I actually speak at the membership class about child safety and the high value we place on that here at Christchurch.
Mhm.
So Redeemer, where I'm at, is a little bit unique, but probably not to a lot of your churches in that we're a church plant. So we are on the smaller side at this point yet. We maybe a little bit uniquely, we kind of ask all the members of the church to spend some time volunteering in Redeemer Kids. And so that means that I have a lot of people who need to complete like the C4SO trainings and the ministry safe and that sort of thing. So we take for sure one Sunday a year, if not two, where I just like get up and address the whole congregation, like this is a priority for us and you will not be able to volunteer back there unless you've completed these things. I've had it just once where I've had to, like a volunteer has showed up and I've asked them many times to complete it. They couldn't get it done for whatever reason and just said like, we just take it so seriously that we can't have you volunteer. And then most of our congregation is really understanding of this, I will say, and has just been phenomenal because I think, unfortunately, in like our day and age today, like people know that like abuse can happen anywhere, and that includes the church. And then we have a lot of young families, so all their kids are in the program, and it's to their best interest as well, for protecting their own children. And I think that carries a lot of weight with them. And when we have visitors, I make sure that, they, similar to Tiffany, fill out a form, make sure we have their contact information. And I make sure, because we're small, I can make sure that I face-to-face with everybody right now when they come in. And I just do like a real brief rundown of like, these are the safety measures that we've taken. Everybody's passed a background check, all of those things. So I think that unique one-on-one opportunity, I don't know how long I'll be able to do that, but for right now, I think that communicates a lot of how we feel about safety.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ruby. How about you, Angela?
I would just echo what Tiffany and Ruby have both said. We have the information available for our new families, and it's part of our conversation in our congregation that, the safety of our kids is such a high value. And then, welcoming those new families and being able to have that personal conversation with them as they're, completing their form and things like that, just being able to kind of talk with them for a few minutes and, reassure them the safety measures that we have in place. And I agree with you, Ruby, as well, that, there have been very few volunteers people who are interested in volunteering within our congregation that are, just trying to understand a little bit better as to why we do all of these safety measures and things of that nature. Some of our older volunteers who maybe have, years and years and years of experience behind, a different church or something like that. And now this is all new versus, years ago. But I will say that educating process and having it be part of our regular dialogue and narrative at our church is very helpful. And then in addition to that, I haven't ever had anyone go through the training and not come out on the other end feeling like that was a valuable, something valuable to them. They then understand the importance, and they are on board. They're excited and about volunteering, and also they're thankful to have the tools that we gave them.